Victor. And our idea was to create a sort of a cat-like, squirrely robot that's sensitive to its environment. So it has sound sensors, it has touch sensors, you can pet it, it has sonar on the front, and essentially the idea behind it is it sort of behaves sort of intelligently like an animal. If it's frightened, it runs away and hides, and then it sort of cautiously comes back and looks around. If it gets comfortable, then you can pet it, but if you pet it too hard or you make too many loud noises, it gets scared and it kind of runs away again. We did originally have an idea to implement a little bladder on it, so it got really scared. But our circles were doing this issue. We have the motor for it, yeah. So we used the Arduino, we used a sound sensor, sonar, we have pressure sensor on the top. We had a microphone at one point, but I don't think it's implemented.
Yeah, it might work if it's loud enough. So we'll try that too.
Yeah.
So I'll try it.
Yeah, go for it.
So let me.
It has a little tail as well that
And
changes
there's a
depending on its
color.
motions.
There's
Yeah.
an LED that indicates the color, like the mood. So right now it's actually not.
It might be I think it'll be cautious at first.
It's booting. Blue is cautious, green is friendly, and red is scared. So now it's just waiting, and it's gonna look around a bit. Yeah. And if it finds a person, it should become friendly.
And then if I press too hard or I make too many loud noises, sometimes it gets angry. There,
There, you got it.
So it'll kind of run away, shake its tail a little bit, run away, and then it gets cautious again.
Yeah. So now let's make it friendly again. I found a person.
It's sort of, as many of these robotics things normally do, it's sort of developed its own intelligence. A lot of times it has a pretty complex state machine, and so we're not really sure sometimes what it's doing. It's sort of developing its own behavior.
If you pet it enough, it stays friendly. But then if you don't pet it, it should become indifferent again, like a cat.
It'll kind of start wandering around and looking for somebody else.
Or now it's friendly.
We had a problem with its behavior earlier where it was getting angry too often, and so we kind of behaviorally altered it so that it would stay friendly.
Let me see if I can make it angry. Ah, no, I think it's friendly.
We're being too nice to it.
Let me try and reset it, see if I can get it angry.
This is the beauty with robotic animals. You can just sort of reset their behavior properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The motivation originally was to just sort of have sort of like the Keep-On robot, have a robot that you can interact with, that you can sort of changes its behavior depending on your interactions with it. It has a little bit of an emotional response, so if you're mean to it, it reacts a certain way.
If you
you're
put your
friendly
hand in
to it,
front,
it reacts a
you
certain
can pet
way.
it
So
now.
it could be potentially used as a sort of an
Can I make it
educational tool.
angry?
There are some
Maybe.
robots
You
that
have to press it hard.
interactions
Yeah, there,
that
it got angry.
have been used sort of with children with autism and stuff like that. So there are potentials to have this type of system where it feels nice, it's friendly, it's not intimidating, but it does respond to your behaviors with it.
I should try to shout at it, see if it gets very angry.
Yeah, you have to kind of shout at its bum.
Yeah, I know. Cat, get angry! Hello. No, now it's friendly. It's not gonna.
Thanks very much. Thank you guys.